2019, they actually voted 73% in favor of Zelensky's peace platform. Make peace with Donbass, make peace with Russia, implement the Minsk agreement, allow people to speak their own language in the eastern parts of Ukraine, that is the Russian speakers, but complemented by a huge pressure from NGOs, essentially ban him from doing anything that the vast majority of Ukrainians had voted for.
I believe that election was in March 2019. In May 2019, the Ukraine Crisis Media Center, which is funded by the U.S. State Department through the U.S. Embassy in Kiev, funded by USAID, and funded by NATO, as well as a coterie of other USAID CIA fronts like Chemonics. So what they did is what they normally do in this. They get together all their different minnows to form a giant shark of a threat. So they got together 70 media and NGO organizations, 70 of them, within a month and a half of Zelensky election. So Zelensky was voted in, I believe, in March. I think he took power in April 2019. And in May, the very next month, he gets this famous Red Lines memo. And here's how it begins. As civil society activists, again, as USAID-sponsored pawns for US, UK, NATO foreign policy, we present a list of red lines not to be crossed. And they actually put red lines not to be crossed in direct quotes. Should the president cross these red lines, such actions will inevitably lead to political instability in our country and deterioration of international relations. Instability was the only reason Zelensky was in office in the first place. Instability is what got Viktor Yanukovych out of office in a color revolution. Instability is people in the streets, police cars being lit on fire, bulldozers being driven over railways so that freight can't be transferred. Instability is the National Endowment for Democracy spending $80 million buying protesters. Instability is a shutdown of your government. Instability is the ouster of your government in a color revolution. So the Ukraine Crisis Media Center, NATO, USAID, the State Department, and CIA contractors are effectively telling Zelensky, here are 20 red lines you shall never cross unless you want us to overthrow you in the same kind of destabilization revolution that allowed you to rise to power in the first place. So they give about 7 or 8 different categories of red lines that Zelensky is not allowed to pursue as a policy initiative. So first is security issues. Holding a referendum on the negotiations format to be used with the Russian Federation on principles for a peaceful settlement. They are forbidding the newly elected president of Ukraine, who, as you mentioned, ran on a peace platform, from pursuing a peace settlement with Russia.